Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the June 14th Al-Anon readings, Encouraged to Change, and a little time for myself. We'll begin with a serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I'll take a moment to look this over. The question is, where have I made recent progress in my recovery? And the passage begins with the first part of step 12, having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, saying that acknowledges the relationship between this person and their higher power, and that their higher power support and guidance is giving them courage in all areas of their life. The second part of step 12, we try to carry this message to others and to practice these principles in all our affairs, reminds this person that they don't have to be perfect. All I have to do is try. Today's reminder: when we reach step 12, it doesn't mean that we're done with our program, because we can always learn more. The quote is from Hope for Today. Progress, not perfection. Where have I made recent progress in my recovery? I think that balancing the support I was going to say that I'm providing for my dad and my stepmom. I guess balancing the time that I spend with them and trying to keep a balance in my own life, I think shows some progress. And I'm not saying that I'm doing it perfectly by any means, because it's not easy. And I'm definitely, this has definitely had an effect on me, and it's definitely impacted my life. I'm just taking it day by day. Today, my stepmom saw her physical therapist for the first time. The physical therapist came to the house, and I think when I talked to my dad said when they got up this morning, like, they had slept well, unlike the night before, and my stepmother was feeling much better than she had previously. So that was very good news to hear. But I think that reaching out to my sponsor, attending meetings, sharing in meetings about how I feel, reading my literature, keeping up with my videos. This is how I work my step 12. This is part of how I work my step 12, is by making these videos. It also helps me in a way where it helps me work my program. It helps me become, to spend more time and to go into depth onto the readings, really think about how they impact me in my life today, and how I can apply the principles of the program to my life today. So I guess I guess that's it. It's 2 o'clock. It's time for me to meditate, but I'm recording, so I will just say we are welcoming in an expanded consciousness of love. And we will continue on. Or maybe I should pause and meditate for 15 minutes and then come back. I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to read this. This is about the 12th step also, and it's about this person applying it in a way that they realized was not what was intended. They initially dragged people to meetings. They preached to anyone who would listen, even if they weren't listening, and this person says they made a fool of themselves. Then they realized that by living the principles, that was enough to carry the message by example. Today's reminder, when we feel the need to share something now, it may be a sign that we're trying to control rather than merely sharing our experience, strength, and hope. And the quote is from Teresa of Avila. And it basically says to be careful of insisting that people follow in our footsteps. Because we may not be, it doesn't say we may not be right, but it says kind of like who knows what's right for others. Kind of like that. So again, a great example, like I don't feel like I'm preaching because like you're choosing to watch this. I'm not making you watch it. And I just feel like I'm putting it out there for anyone who wants to use it. And that's it. So we'll close out with the serenity prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.